Even the modern technology will fail to make such a structure. This is the 1,000-pillar temple, or Rudreshwara Swami Temple, a historical Hindu temple located in the town of Hanamakonda, Telangana state of India. It is a remarkable structure, dates back to at least 1,000 years. It is believed to be constructed during the period between 1175 to 1324 CE by order of the king Rudra Deva. It stands out to be a masterpiece and achieved major heights in terms of architectural skills by the ancient Kakatiya-Vishwakarma architects. At first sight, it looks like a regular temple, but there is something different about this temple, because as we go from bottom to the top, as you can clearly see, there are no visible joints between the stone blocks in the walls of this temple. This makes people wonder if the entire temple is made of one rock, like the Kailasha temple. But archaeologists confirm that this temple is made of many stone blocks. In most of the temples of ancient India, even entirely made up of stones, we can clearly see the joints, but in this temple, we can't see a single joint visible. What is most fascinating about this temple is that there is no cement, mortar, or glue used to build this temple. How did ancient builders achieve such an extraordinary level of jointing many centuries ago? What kind of technology existed, and how was such a temple built? Ancient builders created such a complex interlocking system with dozens of different cuts in each stone block that it is hard to dismantle even with modern equipment. It is hard enough to do this between two stone blocks, but imagine how many cuts would have been needed to connect 4 or 5 stone blocks together, and doing it with thousands of stone blocks. How did they manage to cut large stone blocks many centuries ago? Making cuts on stones may be easy, but making these cuts with such a precision that no cut should be visible. This is just an extraordinary technology and can only be achieved with advanced machines. It's impossible to build such a huge temple with such a precision of no visible joints, with primitive tools like chisels and hammers. Most of the Indian temples are filled with the carvings of gods, but look at this temple's outer walls. Something strange is depicted here on the walls, which is remarkably similar to modern-day drilling bits. There is an undisputed similarity between these carvings and drill bit tools. Even the same drill bits can be seen in the Ramappa temple, which was built by the same Kakatiya dynasty during the same time period. Is this just a coincidence? Or did Indian ancient builders were using tool bits like us to make these precise interlocking systems? Furthermore, the temple's pillars provide intriguing evidence of drilling machines upon closer inspection. You could notice very tiny holes drilled on these pillars. In fact, they are so small that even a thread can't pass through them. And just look at the finishing or polishing of these pillars. Such kind of shine and polishing can't be achieved with simple tools. Now the question arises why this temple is called 1,000 Pillars Temple, because it doesn't have 1,000 pillars. This is called so because it's made of 1,000 stone blocks. It is said that in 1300 AD, Alauddin Khilji attempted to demolish this magnificent temple. They successfully removed many stone blocks from the ground and the ceiling, but they couldn't dismantle the blocks on the walls, because unlike modern-day stone masonry, they built the entire structure with no visible joints. They made such an extraordinary structure with the complex interlocking system, which shows they had reached the peak of advanced engineering, and even barbarians were not able to dismantle them. Modern technology seems quite primitive because you can clearly see the joints among the slabs placed by the archaeological department later on, who tried to restore the destruction done by Alauddin Khilji's army.